Let's try this again. Okay, it works. Skip, don't make me get back at you. Oh, oops, I wasn't supposed to do that. Hi, we're going to get started because I know I'm going to have to do some, fixing on this for the game, because this happens every time with Project Eden's Garden. Hi! Also, yeah, to answer your question, Thor, my day job has had a lot of people sick apparently today. We were down 2 people. That's the one that doesn't matter as much as long as we aren't in, like, a rush order state. We have a firm, but not a rush. My brother is thankfully happy with his gift. That's good. Wait, what? That's not good? Oh, no, the, sickness, yeah. I'm not surprised with the weather and everything. We have one person that said they do have, I can say now and not get in trouble by YouTube, right? COVID. We just found out today. None of us were near her yesterday, I don't think, and she wasn't around for long yesterday. I do hope she gets better. And weekend we don't work, so. I did post a picture of what we were doing yesterday, though. Or a video. That people thought it was a, 4 people now? 4 people now thought it was a, or remind them of the pig from Angry Birds. 2 from my server. Oh, wait, no, 2 coworkers. 1 from my server, 2 Angry Bird. ha. 2 from that job, 2 from server, and okay, so 5. 1 coworker from the other job. Alright, as I said, we are fine, and 1 Kuma. You were 1 to 2 from my server. You and Amadeus shared a brain cell for some odd reason. I'm going to see if I can LED upgrade my stereo cabinet. Good luck! Depending on how extensive you want to do, I would think... I personally would just stick the LEDs somewhere, and... because some of them have the sticky back, but I have a feeling that's not what you're talking about. At least, the sticky back's an easy one. Okay, we are finally working on the first trial of Eden's Garden, I promise. I've been trying to do this for weeks, but life and other things. Last time, Wolfgang got killed, and we had to find out information. And that was pretty much it. We were going to do part of the trial last time, but, I didn't expect the investigating to take as long as it did. I don't know if I know this before. I unfortunately do know the first killer. Because, people on the internet were not slick, not even, like, right after this came out. I just don't know everything that leads up to it. So, be warned, I'm still going to be speaking on that. It just sucks I'm not going to get a full-on reaction. The console panel illuminates old-fashioned incandescent light bulbs whenever it's powered on. That tends to be on. Get inside the cabinet hot, so I'm trying to find a bayonet style bulb replacement. Oh, that LED. Okay, good luck. I thought you meant like the LED strips, like the ones I put up in my room. It also attempts to mimic the HAL 9000 in radio mode. I haven't seen a... What's Hell from? Is it, A Space Odyssey? I haven't seen it. Also, hi, Sabriel. How you doing? So yeah, that's the plan for today. I think that's everything. Yep, okay. Oh, yeah, that's why I did this, because I knew I did not put the right thing in. Okay, good. We actually worked right away this time. Oh. Cool. Okay. Let's view trinket. Is it just... Okay, we don't really need anything. Why are you doing that? Let me see if this recalculates it. As a tiny circular red bulb that fluctuate with radio frequencies and the control panel's long and skinny black rectangle. Wow, I can't even speak. Okay. Don't say you know much more than me on this. That's all I got. Alright.
Let's get
I forgot I don't have to do as much voice acting. We get to listen to the wonderful VAs.
Welcome back to the trial grounds, everyone.
We didn't want to be back, Tozu. Oh! I know still not bad for a 56-year-old piece of equipment. I know I showed Kuma, but apparently the some of the fandom are like so confused because they were waiting for their ships for the Project Eames Garden Valentine's Day artwork. And in the end, it was Tozu and Mara. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Or at least everyone I've seen so far. The main issue is the outsourced record changer. Okay, which unfortunately makes sense.
Today will be no circus. No mockery woven with stitches and needles.
Was that a reference to the chapter tile?
A true, fair, and proper trial will commence. A battle of wits between the blackened and the spotless.
I also forgot to toggle YouTube chat back on there. Music's fairly low. Are you okay? Is that okay? I might just be overthinking again.
I doubt I have to explain the rules to you again. But even so, you must vote for who you believe is the blackened. If the blackened receives the majority of votes, only they will be punished, and the rest of you will resume your killing game experience. However, if you vote for the wrong
I don't know why my
person,
arm's doing that today.
then expect no sympathy from your hosts. All spotless students will meet a tragic end, or the blackened will be granted release from this academy. Happy discussing! We pray for your survival and success.
And I pray for your ass to get kicked.
Can someone please break this silence?
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
I don't want to talk about this.
Wolfgang deserves justice. But putting everyone's lives on the line like this is just cruel.
Oh, crap. Without a lawyer, we're totally screwed.
I didn't think of that one either, honestly.
Whenever I turn my head, I keep expecting to see him at his podium.
1 second. I'm also resizing my model.
Don't cry,
You little.
Toshiko. He's in a better place now, you hear?
Just need to be a bit louder. There we go. I was wondering if I could get to you. There we go. Oh, I'm going to have to redo my model again, aren't I? Great idea, Cherry. Aren't you smart? Not. That's not what I want. That's what I want. I can't believe I played every Kodaka game except for the OG Danganronpas. Hey, that's a thing. No, there's one you haven't played, I don't think. 2. You know, I think Kodaka only had like a little bit of involvement in it. You haven't played World's End Club and you haven't played Death Come True. I haven't played Death Come True either. To be fair. What do you mean 2? You got kids that deserve better. And then I know Death Come True is like a... Does World End Club count? Yes and no. I guess it depends. Kodaka did help with it, but I think the main plot was by Ushikoshi? So I guess take it as you will. But I know for sure Death Come True is Kodaka. And I haven't played that one yet either. It's real life acting. I'm good, just cold. Snowed a lot the past couple of days. I hate to be this person. You can keep it. Keep the snow. We don't need it here. We thankfully got nice weather. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I think we're good now. Is someone. Okay, cool. We have to just wait for people to stop talking.
Whichever one of you sick bastards did this, whatever it takes, no matter if I have to kick the brains out of every single person here, I'll find you.
I'm not going live. I love Grace's accent, and I know I cannot do it. Justice.
Do you really gotta resort to violence?
Yep.
Let's just stay calm, okay? Making peace with our situation is, the first step in handling it.
Diana's trying.
How the hell can I stay calm when there's a killer on the loose? That bastard is watching us right now, fully content putting our lives on the line. Is that what you call peace? Being at the mercy of some dickhead silent observer?
Well, nobody knows for sure if the killer is even a silent observer. If anything, the killer might try to feign innocence through other means.
Eloise, why are you being so smart, my girl?
Pretending to be outspoken about the case.
Huh?
What the? Are you accusing me of something?
Oh, that was quick.
I mean, what you did during the investigation seems really suspicious.
What did Grace do?
She stood in front of Wolfgang's dorm room and wouldn't let anyone go inside.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But that could also just be her, like, actually caring about him.
Intentionally or not, it really hindered our investigation.
Because of Grace, almost everyone who planned to investigate Wolfgang's dorm gave up and went elsewhere. It was only after some of us started protesting that she finally relented. You know, for someone who seems so adamant about finding Wolfgang's killer, it's odd she tried to conceal potential evidence.
Okay, there we go.
I'm not saying Grace is definitely the killer. I just think we should be cautious of her.
She has an alibi, though.
Huh?
Grace couldn't have murdered anyone, because she went to the game tournament.
I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to at
Grace
this moment.
attended the tournament?
Does that rule her out from committing the murder?
Well, yeah. We had to be at the dining hall by 9 a.m.-ish, which was like half an hour before the murder. Nobody left the tournament after it started either. Nobody I know of, anyway.
There weren't many of us there. Had someone disappeared, it would have been obvious.
So, Grace is off the hook? Wow, that plot thread resolved itself quicker than I was anticipating.
So Jean, Grace, and Kai attended Cassidy and Jet's game tournament.
And me.
And
Damon and I also attended the tournament. We can also vouch for Grace.
Oh. Let me fix that. I can already tell I'm going to have problems there. There we go. I think that's better now. Alright.
You guys aren't lying, are you?
Lying? About Grace?
What the heck? Are you seriously doubting
Yeah,
8
just don't turn
testimonies?
the voice acting down. Yeah, no, that was my plan. I've been drilled in. Voice acting much higher
If
than
the 8
sound
of you
effects.
were really together when Wolfgang was discovered, then Kai, doesn't that contradict what you said before the investigation? You told everyone you and Damon found Wolfgang first. How is that possible if you guys never left the dining hall?
I never said I didn't leave the dining hall.
But earlier you told us you were with the other attendees.
That's because us partygoers left the dining hall together.
Mm-hmm. When the blackout struck, the tournament folk joined arms and headed straight downstairs. I would know. I saw him.
Oh, Ingrid's going to be an alibi for us.
There was a blackout?
You don't remember?
Oh, that's going to be the first question. Why didn't they know there was a
Actually,
blackout?
I don't recall a power outage either.
How could that be? Did an alternate timeline converge with ours?
Why is it that some people can recall a blackout but not others? Thinking back on the testimonies I've collected, I could probably make an educated guess.
I got it. The reason not everyone experienced a blackout is because only the building containing our dorms was affected. If I had to guess, the courtyard and tree area are connected to separate power sources.
So the tournament attendees were affected, yet they left the dining hall? Why not stay put until the power returned?
Because we were the ones who brought it back. It didn't seem like the power was being restored
Her
anytime
hands
soon,
clipping
so
through
we
the
took up the
podium. I
challenge
can't
of
blame the
fixing it
developers.
ourselves.
They're working as much as they can, but like her hands clipping through the podium.
And just our luck, boom! We found a spare generator lying in one of the storage closets. Of course, then we found Wolfgang.
Yeah, that was helpful.
She's right. The 8 of us split into 4 pairs and inspected a storage room each.
Because of the trinket map, we know which ones too. Eva and Grace check storage closet A. Jet and I check storage closet B. Damon and Kai check storage closet C. And Jean and Mark check storage closet D.
Yeah, I was with Grace. She can confirm being with me too. Yeah, we were together.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry for what I said earlier.
Louise, don't apologize.
Sorry?
My girl.
You're sorry for accusing me of murder.
Grace, you fight her, I fight you.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you conniving two-faced bitch! If you really want my mercy, then get on your knees and beg for it!
Yep, I got some words for Grace.
Whoa! Uncool, dude.
Hang on. Even if you aren't involved in Wolfgang's murder, you must know something about his last known whereabouts.
What makes you think she'd be privy to that?
You see, there's proof Grace spent last night with Wolfgang.
Grace and Loya, man? Talk about an unexpected pairing.
Cassidy, no.
When I investigated Wolfgang's room, I saw a bunch of golfing equipment inside. Also, there was a blue woman's jacket tossed over the mantle of Wolfgang's bed.
Ugh.
He's right. I also saw the equipment and the clothes.
The clothes are understandable, maybe. But why was golfing equipment in the room?
Yo, little history dude. Wolfgang must have spilt the beans with you, right?
Why would Ulysses know anything?
Common courtesy. If you're gonna have a one-night stand, you gotta let your roomie know in advance.
Oh my lord.
Common courtesy also says you should watch your mouth around children.
Ingrid.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm getting this right, Ulysses is bunking with Wolfgang?
Well, we only shared a dorm for one night.
You aren't bunking with him anymore?
Let me provide some context.
Oh no. Oh yeah, it was Grace and someone else who didn't like it, so...
As you may remember, after Desmond suggested everyone bunk together, the male students were directed to the dining hall. Once there, we played rock, paper, scissors to determine who would partner with who. Jet partnered with Mark, Desmond with Jean, Damon with Kai, and I with Wolfgang. Those were the pairings at the time. However, the following day, Grace and I agreed to swap rooms.
Yeah? Why'd you do that?
For reasons.
Totally not suspicious.
It was a win-win situation. I get Grace out of my hair. She gets me out of hers.
No,
You
it's
two
not.
were
Yeah.
originally bunking together?
The pairings were decided via a game of tic-tac-toe.
Theirs was equally dumb.
I
Okay.
wasn't big on my partner being chosen for me. So when the opportunity arose to change that, I took it.
Okay, maybe that should fix it mostly. I'm just trying to make sure I don't do my things anymore. Alright.
Thus, I became Winona's roommate, and Grace became Wolfgang's.
Can confirm. I watched the whole thing play out.
Since the room swap happened the night after we implemented the bunk buddy system, that would mean Grace and Wolfgang have been bunking for about a day and a half.
Okay.
Ugh, gross.
In that case, Desmond was right about those two being together last night. Grace, did Wolfgang act strange at any point? Like, maybe he said something that stuck out to you, or... Oh, maybe he had trouble getting to sleep.
No. Nothing weird happened last night. Nothing happened last night, but... The morning of the murder, this morning, Wolfgang told me he felt sick.
Sick?
With a stomachache. It hurt so bad he couldn't get out of bed. I was gonna cancel my plans for today, but he convinced me to attend the tournament. So, I left his room right after the morning announcement. And yes, I'm talking about the game tournament. The same one Wolfgang acted all hesitant about attending. Newsflash, I changed his mind after breakfast yesterday.
Hold on a sec. That ain't what you told me this morning.
No.
What did Grace tell you?
Simply put, she felt like competing. Grace knew I planned to compete as well, so she asked me to be her sparring partner, since you needed one to enter the tournament.
She withheld information.
Aye, that she did. Of course, since I now know Wolfgang's condition at the time, I can't say I blame her. If someone you cared for was in a vulnerable position, would you go around and admit that in a killing game?
Unfortunately, he is right on that one, I think.
No. You would try to protect that person by saying nothing at all.
When you put it that way, man, sounds rough.
I think it's obtuse.
Huh?
Say we assume the best of Grace. She withheld information not to trick anyone, but to protect someone she cares about. What then should we make up the glaring contradiction in her testimony?
The hell do you mean, contradiction?
If your bunking partner was too ill to make the short trek to the dining hall, how did he walk all the way to the boiler room?
Good point. If Wolfgang really were bedridden, he would have stayed in his room.
Now that you mention it, to reach the underground floor, wouldn't Wolfgang need to descend, like, 4 flights of stairs? It's nothing for a healthy person, but for a guy who's supposedly really sick...
It's not my fault it doesn't make sense. It's just what Wolfgang told me.
Yeah. Didn't we decide Grace wasn't the killer anyway?
That's not to say she doesn't know more than she's letting on.
I'm not withholding anything else. Leave me alone.
Is there more to this story than Grace is telling us? Too many people are laying their emotions cloud of judgment. We need to solve this mystery and set things straight. Non-stop debate? Yep. Alright, what's our bullets? I have to remember how to do this.
Why don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
Okay.
I've got nothing else to explain.
I have to remember my
last
controls.
I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay.
It's Wolfgang. She's helping him cover up.
Secret hallways.
You do know Wolfgang is the one dead, right?
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
Because she's in love.
That, or Wolfgang never told Grace he was sick.
I wouldn't lie about what he said.
What if Wolfgang used the elevator in the tree?
You're not helping.
Why don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
I've got nothing else to explain.
Oh, no,
The
did
last
not
I
know
saw
that.
Wolfgang,
Yeah, no,
he was in
Wolfgang's
our
the one
dorm
that
room.
died.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
We would have found those by now.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
That, or Wolfgang never told Grace he was sick.
I wouldn't lie about what he said.
What if Wolfgang used the elevator in the tree?
Oh, that's how you do that. Oop. You can tell it's been a while.
Why don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
I've got nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
We would have found those by now.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
That, or Wolfgang never told Grace he was sick.
That was wrong.
Maybe Grace.
How?
We should have been lying about this. Oh,
Why
shit.
don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
What was Toshiko's best friend? Okay. Okay.
I've got nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
We would have found those by now.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
There it is! Okay. Was not expecting that one.
It's true Grace's testimony is inconsistent with where we found Wolfgang's body. But that's not Grace's fault. The only person we should be blaming is Wolfgang himself. What the heck? Why are you blaming him? Simple. Because he lied about being sick.
Seriously?
You can cooperate. Can't you, Toshiko? During the investigation, you told me you saw Wolfgang in the hallways at 8:10 a.m.
That's after I left.
Yes, I remember now. Ingrid. She had developed a headache, so I went to the pharmacy to find some medication. The trip itself went fine, but when I returned to the hallway, I found myself face to face
with Wolfgang?
Hold the phone! Toshiko actually saw Wolfgang?
We had a normal, pleasant exchange. He appeared perfectly healthy and even mentioned going to the tournament.
Toshiko.
Of course. He never made it.
I don't want to be that guy, but can anyone confirm this?
Mm-hmm. I heard them chatting a while in my room. Though I was bedridden like a sitting ghost, I could still make out their voices here and there.
Strange. He told Grace he wouldn't attend the tournament, but then said the opposite to Toshiko.
Sounds like he was telling fibs to conceal his actual intentions.
And what's his true plan supposed to be?
To go to the boiler room. Most likely.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting there was a note.
I'm lost. What business would a guy like him have down there?
Why did Wolfgang go to the boiler room? And I can also answer. Suspicious note.
This is it. During the investigation, I found this note tucked away inside Wolfgang's blazer
He's
pocket.
cheating on Grace. No, he has a reason with the note. I don't know if this is Danganronpa. If there's any pairings, it's through the fans,
A lot
not
of it
through
is
the
water
series.
damaged. The paper looks like it
Well,
was ripped from a
minus
notebook,
another, but
and
beyond
the
that.
handwriting was done in ink. But some parts are still legible.
Secret. 8:15 a.m. Boiler room. Close the door.
This mentions the boiler room.
Exactly. The fact we found Wolfgang in the boiler room, and this note in his pocket. It can't be a coincidence. This note must be the reason Wolfgang went there.
That mention of a secret sure is suspicious. I'm willing to bet Wolfie's reason had something to do with it.
Agreeing to meet a stranger in some spooky, dark place? Wolfgang had nerves of steel.
Ulysses, Grace, do you remember Wolfgang getting delivered a weird note?
No. The only time I recall him receiving anything was when Tozu distributed those envelopes.
I don't know anything about a note.
Really? Wolfgang shared nothing with you guys?
No.
Guess he didn't want them to know what it said.
Right. And if Wolfgang wanted to keep this note a secret, he would obviously want to keep the meeting a secret too.
Then the reason he told Grace he felt sick
was to remove her from the picture. Yeah. Once she's not in the room, Wolfgang has his opportunity to sneak out and head downstairs. That's also why he encouraged her to attend the tournament.
Didn't this same guy ask us to share our blackmail with each other? Talk about double standards.
I feel like this was a recent development for that, though.
Are we sure he wasn't just trying to protect Grace? Maybe he knew he was meeting someone dangerous, so he thought it would be safer not to involve her.
That does sound like something Wolfgang would do.
Not too much. On the subject of blackmail, did Wolfgang ever confront the person he had?
No. I can already tell you, no.
Oh? You don't know whose blackmail he got?
Oh, wait,
well, if you recall what Wolfgang said originally. Regardless of the blackmail's contents, it would be treated as a matter between the recipient and the subject of the blackmail, and no one else. Which makes me wonder, could whether or not Wolfgang confronted his person clue us into what had originally been written on that note?
I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
If that person somehow realized Wolfgang carried their blackmail, but never came forward about it, they could have demanded Wolfgang show it to them, hence the mention of a secret. However, if Wolfgang did confront his person, I don't see why that same person would then send him a threatening note. Not least act coy about information they both know.
If the person being blackmailed wasn't the one who wrote the note, who was?
Obviously, it would be the student with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Excuse me, bitch. That would be us, and we did not write that note.
Oh, I knew that.
Yes, the secret in question may actually be a reference to Wolfgang's blackmail, not the sender's.
Is there any way to figure out whose secret it is?
We'd probably need to know whose blackmail Wolfgang had first.
Oh, I've got just the idea.
Oh, no.
Yo! Person who Wolfgang had blackmail on! If he gave you your blackmail back, can you say something?
That's not how it works, Cassidy.
Don't forget the person with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh my lord, these two idiots. I'm about to make a brain cells for those two now.
Oh, right. Hey! Person who's got Wolfgang's blackmail! If you're innocent, say something already!
Cassidy has one whole brain cell and that's it. I'm pretty sure of that at this point. If I'm innocent, I should say something. Would telling everyone I have Wolfgang's blackmail really guarantee my insights in their eyes? I don't know. Although everyone may follow my direction during the trial, since I can't ignore the evidence on my side. When it comes to me, of all people, owning Wolfgang's blackmail, how do I know they won't suddenly change their tune? They might chastise me for not revealing his blackmail sooner. Or maybe they'll think I'm confessing and accuse me of murdering him. It's not like I wouldn't be able to refute their arguments. But do I really want to subject myself to all that? Does the trajectory of this trial really depend on whether or not
I was hesitant to admit it, since I knew it would put me on the spot. But I'd rather be suspected than be the reason this trial comes to a standstill.
Yeah?
Are you confessing? Do you have Wolfgang's blackmail?
Wait, what?
Nah, not his.
Seriously? Way to be anticlimactic.
However, it's thanks to him that I have my own. Wolfgang approached me the same day everyone received an envelope. Funnily enough, it happened right after I'd finished speaking with my own person. He and we had a good talk. He gave me his envelope and asked me to take care of it, if you need the proof.
Ah, Wolfgang's envelope had the same signature.
Aye. I held on to the letter for safety.
Oh, that's gonna do something
This
else
should all
too.
been said sooner. I realized that. I suppose my pride was stronger than my rectitude. My mistake for stringing everyone along.
I mean, at least you're honest.
Truth! Thanks for letting us know, bud.
To recognize, to acknowledge one's own misdoings.
Toshiko, why you so cute? Every time I knock that thing down.
Right. It's very noble.
If I revealed my blackmail right now, would everyone here treat me the same? Would they be just as forgiving?
I take it our other blackmail person isn't gonna step forward?
If nothing happens, let's just have everyone recite whose blackmail they got one by one.
Huh? You sure that's a good idea?
No one's reciting shit!
It was only a suggestion. Calm your farm.
Even if we knew who had Wolfgang's blackmail, that doesn't necessarily mean they're his killer. It's annoying they won't speak up, sure.
Oh, wow, Damon. Why don't you just own it?
But unlike John, they would actually need to reveal Wolfgang's blackmail to prove they have it. This person might just want to respect Wolfgang's request to keep the blackmail between two people, especially now that he's gone.
I don't know. Is it really okay if we never find out?
Circumstantial evidence alone can't prove something beyond a reasonable doubt. If we want to solve this case, we need indisputable evidence.
Yeah. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle without the box art to help you.
The cases, or...
Obviously, the case. The more pieces you connect, the clearer the image you're constructing becomes. The clearer the image, the more you can assume about it.
Of course it's been that thing again. Don't know why, of all things.
Do you see what I'm saying? Once we know how
I
Wolfgang
don't know
died,
why my
the rest
hand's
of this
doing
case
that
should
right
fall into
now.
place.
You certainly talk a lot. Stranger than you used to. But I think I get it.
Well, I don't want to be the one to start, but we can all agree Wolfgang was stabbed to death, right?
Stabbed to death?
When I was in the boiler room, I saw a knife bobbing around in the water near him. And on the ground, there was blood. Dried blood. On the boiler room floor and on...
That's gotta be Wolfgang's blood, right?
Probably.
The knife was bloody, so...
Huh. Seems like a brawl happened in the hallway. While poor Wolfie was minding his own business, he was confronted by the killer, who attacked him and chased him into the boiler room.
That would line up with how we found him.
The killer stabbed Wolfgang in the hallway and followed him into the boiler room? No, that's not what happened. I need to show everyone where they gone wrong. This song, though.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence.
What's supposed to? Yeah.
It was floating in the water right next to it.
Not just that, there's blood on the boiler room floor.
Why is this song a banger, though? Anyway. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna help me.
And along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Ah!
It was probably a sneak attack.
I need to remember it's
Killer
right
snuck
click.
up
I'm
on
used to
Wolfgang,
doing left click for
stabbed him
this.
from behind. And the rest is history.
With that knife-wielding villain on his tail, Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler room.
So, the killer entered the boiler room after him, which was when they, you know, ended it.
It all makes sense.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Not just that, There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang.
No, that's not it, but it's probably something like that.
That does not.
Right.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence.
Ooh, I actually
It was floating in the water right next to it.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
No.
And the rest is history.
With that knife-wielding villain on his tail, Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler room.
Oh.
So, the killer entered the boiler room after him, which was when they, you know, ended it.
It don't make sense.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to it.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to it.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
No.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Oh, come on. I cannot get this. Continue. Okay, cool. Back up. Cool. Now I gotta figure out what it is. So.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those
Could
hallways.
it be the blood spots? I don't think so.
It was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind. And the rest is
Why
history.
is it not going?
With that knife-wielding villain on his tail, Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler room.
So, the killer entered the boiler room after him.
Oh, there we go.
Which was when they, you know, ended it.
Is this
really how you guys think Wolfgang died? The boiler knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to it. Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway. A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind. And the rest.
Okay, finally, Bez also does not help. Oh, wait!
Is this
Wait.
really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to it.
Ooh. I might have to look it up. I really do not know. thanks for the follow, Esness. Welcome to I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. That's not what I want. Thank you, Weedy, for having to walk. I'm so sorry I'm going up to this, though. Okay, okay. That's why. Why am I... Is this a Danganronpa fan game? It is, This is Project Ian's Garden. We're in the middle of Trial 1, so be warned if you don't want spoilers. I think they're in the process of making Trial, or the second chapter right now.
Not just that.
It was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
There it is.
No, that's wrong! Jed, you talk a lot about the knife and the bloodstains on the floor, but did you ever look at Wolfgang himself?
I gave him a glance. Nothing too deep.
Why does he not surprise me right now?
I figured. Had you actually taken the time to look at Wolfgang's back, you would have noticed a clear absence of stab wounds. In fact, none of the injuries he sustained were the type to cause severe blood loss.
It's been long since we played this in my defense.
Seriously. We went over the same thing with Cassidy during the mock trial. Couldn't you give Wolfgang the dignity of a proper investigation?
Hey, man! It's not like I didn't try! It's just... this stuff doesn't come easy, you know? Nobody wakes up thinking they'll have to solve their buddy's murder later.
Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what you should be worrying about in a killing game?
Not everyone has the stomach for investigating. That's fine. That's why you got people like me to do the heavy lifting. Since some of us here weren't able to investigate Wolfgang's body, I'll lay out his injuries. There were 2 marks on the back of his neck, a bruise, and a tiny red dot. His hands were burnt too, so 3 injuries in total. Besides that, I caught nothing else.
Burns, you say?
Junior high, my dear Wilson. The killer used a flamethrower.
These didn't look like normal burns. Not the sort you'd get from a stove fire, or a hot iron, or a flamethrower, I suppose.
Gene, don't do this to us.
Contradicting my theory outright? Jeez. So this is the thanks I get for vocalizing my thoughts?
Sorry, lass.
Yes, if I may add on to what John said.
Hey, Sean, I'm just dumb.
Actually bore a strong resemblance to what you might see in cases of corona paralysis.
What's corona paralysis?
Chiaro... Huh?
Ooh, now this I know. Coronoparalysis. It's something which happens to lightning strike victims. Getting struck by lightning is like getting kicked by a horse. The impact is so shocking. Some people will lose all feeling in their limbs for a few hours.
I was aware of lightning paralysis, but even I didn't know its official name. That's a nice head you've got on
Why
your
does
shoulders.
she know? I don't think it's ever explained.
Lots of people tend to overlook the importance of lightning safety. Especially where I'm from. My grandpappy once tried working out in the open during a thunderstorm. Pure luck's the only reason he lived to see the next day.
I think that answers your question.
Sorry to hear that and all, but what does lightning have to do with anything?
Where was he found, dumbass?
Well, if I had to guess, Ulysses, did it look
Yeah,
like a
they
big old
answered it.
tree was drawn on Wolfie?
A big old tree. Yes, that's how I would describe the burns on Wolfgang.
Oh yeah, 'cause they look like veins.
So Wolfgang, Had lightning strike scars?
We're trapped inside a building, though. Lightning can't come from anywhere.
Could he not have been struck before the killing game?
Nope.
Fate is stronger than will, you know. Perhaps the deity decreed the glow of his altruism from their heavenly abode and felt him a threat.
Nay, those burns were fresh. One look was all it took for me to know that. If he had these scars before, we would have noticed them.
I'm still
anyway.
trying to remember. Did he have gloves? No, he did not.
But if those marks were recently inflicted, wouldn't it mean Wolfgang somehow went outside?
Not necessarily. This is only something I thought of just now, but the reason Wolfgang sustained burns similar to that of lightning strike victims may be because whatever inflicted his burns was equivalent in damage to a lightning strike.
You saying there's something out here channeling the power of lightning?
Yep. Something equivalent damage to a lightning strike. The idea sounded ridiculous, but when I think back in the boiler room and what was inside it, right, if I take that object into consideration, Ulysses' theory starts to hold some weight. Alright, so it would be... you?
This is
Yep.
it. Ulysses, since you write everything down, do you have a description of the boiler room in your notebook?
Yes, I do. Why?
Since some people here never investigated the crime scene, they probably aren't as familiar with the room as we are. So, you should read out your description of it.
Sure. The boiler room consists of a small concrete platform surrounded by ankle-deep water. Throughout the room are boxes filled with various garbage, and in the back looks to be a generator, charred beyond belief. What you just heard is a brief summary of my notes.
Hear that? There's a generator inside the boiler room. Of all the things which could deal similar damage to a lightning strike, doesn't a generator sound the most likely?
I love how Toadsie back there is like, I'm enjoying this. Come here, motherfucker.
Didn't Ulysses say it was destroyed?
At the time of the investigation, sure. But it wasn't always destroyed. You probably don't remember. But back when we found the dummy, I mentioned something about the underground floor.
Blah, blah. Prologue.
To be more specific, it was the boiler room I woke up inside. I hadn't been alone either. Ava was also there.
I woke up first.
Does this game have the bear? It does not. I think most of the current fangans usually have been trying to stay away from Monokuma and do their own, like, mono thing. The only fan game I've seen so far is Danganronpa Another to still have Monokuma. Super Another 2 has Monocro. Kill Cure, I can't remember his name, it's the monkey. This one has Tozu, which is that big humanoid creature in the back. I was going to say, I still have to play Rewritten, G-Code Rumpa, and Antebellum to even say theirs. And even some of the, like,
She did.
audio things and visual things have not totally been Monokuma either. Because I think I've seen Mononeko, Gokai, and Get Back, yeah. I've seen Mononeko, and I know I'm going to get some heads turned for this because of Tetro, Monomoko, I'm trying to figure out, I know that there's been plenty of different mono creatures now though, so.
Anyway, Ava, you agree the generator was in full working condition when we woke up, right?
Right.
Actually, there should be like a Fangan wiki. 1 second. This shouldn't show my screen, right? There should be Fangan Rumpa wiki somewhere that has more information than I can give you, because I've still got to see all the Fangans. Wiki? Let me link. There's probably some spoilers in some of their stuff, but that will probably be able to tell you more than I will be able to. I could probably check real quick for some. Antebellum. Oh, Antebellum Lockdown is probably what I want. What was the other ones? Oh, I need to play Mauve. Still. Chico. They don't have Rewrite on here for some reason. Antebellum has... Oh, Antebellum's the one that has Mono Neko. That's why. Mauve has Monokuma, which I believe is still in development and has been translated. We need to play that. I need that. That's my list. But that one has Monokuma. Jikorumpa has Dia? Blah? I still have to play it, so in my defense. Oh, Kyokura's is Kokosaru and Bizaru. And then... I know I'm just going through the whole thing now. That's on me. Sorry, Kuma. Wait, Shelter to Hope has someone named Anon. Oh, it also has Monokuma. That one hasn't been updated in forever. That was one I was following. Yeah, the last update was like back in 2023. I'll have to check that. What is this? Heartless Deceit has Ko. That's different. Spare Time has Mondo TV. I thought there was a Mondo TV. Anyways, point is, there's only a few fangans that actually have Monokuma anymore.
So in the time since you woke up there, the generator was destroyed?
It's the only possibility.
Thank you for the head pat.
As for what destroyed the generator, well, it's hard to say for sure. My best guess would probably be...
Don't waste my time.
Oh, is it Argument Armament? Or not Argument Armament,
Two things. First,
Showdown.
destroyed is overly vague.
Interesting. Yeah, I say go look for them. I need to see more myself, and I need to work on mine.
Ulysses explained the state of the generator much better. Charred beyond belief. Second, and more importantly, where's your proof the generator inflicted those burns?
What are you talking about? The generator must be involved. It's near where Wolfgang is lying.
Being within range of something counts as proof now, does it? Do you also consider happenstance as conclusive evidence? Funny how the standards shift, if so.
That?
Damn it, she's trying to make me look like an idiot. If I let this continue, the others might start to doubt me. I need to stop her before she veers off the trial track. Who's your favorite Danganronpa character? I don't think you'll be able to guess it, to be honest. Do you want to try and guess, or do you want me to just say outright? Do you want to make this a guessing game? Because I have a bad feeling no one's going to get unless you know me, which is only... Kuma might have heard me talk about them, but only one person that's watching the stream right now knows for sure. Hi, you thought you were the only one with interjection animation. Think again! Wait, you told me before. Okay. I can't remember their name. We could turn it into a guessing game, otherwise I don't mind saying it outright. It's like, Rebel Showdown, that's what it's called. It's been so long! Ah. So I think you told me during the Nendroid voting. I did. Because I told you how we're expecting guessing game. It was someone from DR2, right? Yep. So if it narrows it down to SNES, it's from Danganronpa 2. It was a guy, right? Yeah. You're not gonna get his name either, Kuma, if you don't remember. Nagito? No, actually. I have a love-hate relationship with Nagito. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do rebuttal. Ugh. Was it the pink dude?
While the generator may look suspicious, consider the time frame we're working with.
Okay, I see what we do.
If the only time you saw the generator in full working condition was on the day of our kidnapping, That gives us a period of almost 4 days, in which the generator might have been destroyed.
Okay, good. Oh, shit! I didn't realize this was going to have that time events. All my friends hate Hajime.
What about the blackout?
I am a lot, but a lot of
It's
people like him, so I
impossible
asked
for the
that guy
generator to
first. You're
cause the
good.
blackout. If it was already broken
Chunin Ninja!
prior to the tournament.
What about the blackout?
Oh, that's not
The
Chunin
building may
Ninja.
very well have lost its power. At any
Chunin,
point
yes, but-
before or after the murder. You only assume it happened during it. Not
Okay.
the smartest argument from a supposed ultimate debater.
I know where it is. That's definitely connected to Wolfgang's murder. I just have to figure out which one it is.
What about the blackout? The building may very well have lost its power. At any point before or after the murder.
I just know he's
You
an
only
incomplete
assume
friend
it happened
girlfriend.
during it.
To be
Not the
fair,
smartest
Sonya
argument
isn't
from
the
a
smartest.
supposed ultimate debater.
Oh shit.
What about the blackout? The building may very well have lost its power. At any point before or after.
There it is.
I'll cut through those words.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second. But no, it's not Nagito.
When the blackout happened, it froze a piece of equipment which had been set up for the game tournament. Mark's DJ pad.
Tanaka? No, it's not Gundam.
While there was no physical clock inside the dining hall, a digital one has been built into Mark's pad. If you look at what time the digital
Oh, I
clock
didn't realize
is
it was on
frozen
auto. Okay.
it
Okay,
matches the
that-
time of death listed on the tablet. 9:35 a.m.
Pink dude. I was gonna say at this point Kuma got it, I guess.
Is this true?
I'm pretty sure you can guess who it is from that.
There's no point in me saying anything when someone else has already
Which
said
one
it
has
better.
the stupid ass pink hair?
Just answer with a yes or no.
I had to look up the cast.
Yes.
Teru, no. No. Look at their pictures.
In any case, the matching times were too much of a coincidence. The destruction of the generator caused the blackout. And the blackout
I saw
occurred at
Pink
the
Dude
time
and
of
said,
the
oh, I
murder.
think it's him. You're right. You're right.
There's
Kuma.
no way the destruction of the generator wasn't tied to Wolfgang's death.
What do you suppose happened then?
I'm willing to bet the generator's destruction resulted in the boiler room's water becoming electrified. Since Wolfgang was discovered kneeling in the water.
Oh,
we
the
can
one with
reason
pink
he
hair?
was
Yep.
standing in it at the time this happened, and
That's why I said you never get it because I love him
You and I
besides
both
his,
know that's not true.
how do I say it? I know he has, like, some bad
Did
things
you
about him, I
forget?
agreed. Oh, you
It's
cosplayed him.
impossible
Yes, I
for the
did! He was
water in the
literally my
boiler
first
room to play a
Danganronpa
role in Wolfgang's
cosplay! It was supposed to be Chihiro,
Because
but
it
ended up
isn't
not being
even
Chihiro.
conducted.
Kazuichi, yep.
It's
I still
not.
actually need to get, like, make or get
After
Chihiro.
dinner,
I
when
have
woke
hit
up
their
in the
wig.
boiler room, I wanted to investigate the flooded area. So, I tested the water.
We've all been joking, the Kazuichi fans over here, like, we're just expecting to die in 2x2. We already know our fate. The question is how and how spectacular. My friend said I gotta throw you away. Okay, fair, but excuse me, I said that he has some bad qualities. I do agree with people on that. Oh, fuck you!
I even redid my test during the investigation, since Damon wasn't sure if he should touch Wolfgang's wet clothes. In both instances, I
The
proved
closest I
the
did
water
that in
was
photo
safe to
shoots was
drink.
having my friends step on me, okay?
To be honest, neither result really surprised me. Water will only act as a conductor if it makes contact with two separate energy sources.
Wait, did I don't remember if me and my friend did
The
that.
boiler room's generator
Them
is
stepping
just
on me
one
for the
source.
shoot, or for our own personal shoot. I did have
you're
Sonya
standing
step
in
on
the
me because
water,
the
one
crowd suggested,
outlet
I'm like,
should
are
be
you okay
enough.
with this for a For
Speaking
the
from
public
experience,
photo shoot the second year I was
large
in the
bodies of
fandom,
water
but
are terrifying conductors during
for
storms.
the record, I have been a Danganronpa fan
All it
since
takes is one
2016,
and the
2017.
surrounding
I
miles
literally
are
joined
scorched.
while V3 was in progress,
But the
so
generator is a slow, persistent
I've
source
been
of
here for a
electricity.
while.
It's
I'm
not
old.
the same as a lightning
Oh
strike.
shit! Yeah, I've been here for like 10 years. I just realized this year.
Electricity is electricity. Doesn't matter how it manifests. The reason you two avoided electrocution is because the generator's exposed wires aren't even touching the water. If they were, you would have been scorched right from the start.
Maybe when the generator was destroyed, some of the wiring fell into the water?
Nah. Even in its current sorry state, the generator's wires are nowhere near the water.
It doesn't make sense for the generator to pose a danger anyway. The point of the killing game is for the students to kill each other, not for the facility to kill the students.
I guess say something about another fan game that's kind of
Student would be a meaningless
on the
death
bad
because you
side,
can't
but
attribute a student killer
again.
to it.
As for why the generator's been charred, sometimes electrical faults happen. Even my ship's engines have broken under particularly relentless storms.
Oh wait, correction.
And if an
Two
electrical
other
fault
a
caused
fan game
Wolfgang's
and
death,
actual Danganronpa did
then
serve the
his
students.
murder
I take that back.
Surely on the hosts, ain't it?
Of course. If we were responsible for his death, your lot wouldn't be here discussing it.
That's... Is the generator really unrelated to the case? But the timing of the blackout, it's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Okay, since we've ruled out the generator, what else could have electrocuted Wolfgang?
Oh!
It mightn't be
Oh, he's wearing a
relevant,
mask.
but
Yep, he is.
I did see one
Him
other
and
thing
one
on
of the
boiler room floor.
enforcers that we have
A
not
toy
seen
gun
this
or
chapter, but
something.
we have seen her in the
At least
prologue.
that's how it came across to me.
Boring.
Not a toy gun, a taser gun.
A taser? I'll shoot electricity!
Yeah, we learned that the hard way.
I'm
Why
not sure
is
how the
Commander
taser
Cobra
fits
not
in
here
with this
today
case,
so we can do
though.
that story
It doesn't
again?
seem to have been used.
We keep saying how we seen, well, he's
Nope.
seen someone get tased in our parking lot.
taser was
I didn't. I had to
definitely
be at the cash register.
How so? I didn't catch any sort of string protruding from it.
Not all taser guns release a string.
Not
when
a hot
fired.
goat, man. He's just wearing a
Some are
mask.
completely wireless.
Yeah,
those
no,
types,
this one, it looks like
you can
more of a
tell they've
mask.
been
They haven't
used
really
if the
said
blast
the
doors are missing.
reason, but I could imagine something similar to like the
Side note,
VIP and
blast
Squid
doors
Game,
are plastic panels
for
which
example.
cover the muzzle of a taser.
Oh.
If a shot is fired, they pop clean off.
Are you excited about seeing people
When I
tase?
was
I'm
investigating
not.
the crime
I'm just saying.
I found the taser gun in one spot and its blast doors in another. Speaks for itself, yeah.
I don't like seeing people
And
tase
here I
personally.
was
I'm just
thinking
like,
the
of course
Yellovitz
he
was
got to
random
see the
trash.
exciting stuff that night. I didn't.
Where the heck did a taser gun even come from? Last time I checked, there weren't any lying around in the storage closets.
Maybe it belongs to someone here.
Huh?
Just think about it for 1 second. Everyone here has a dorm room which is themed around their talent.
Oh.
Mine's got DJ equipment. Jet's got car batteries.
But who would have a
If that's what
taser?
we have with our talents, what could someone with a dangerous talent have?
Which talent would have
Are
it?
you talking about, like, knives and stuff?
Mark, my boy.
What? Is there something on my face?
Forget this. The person I'm talking about is Desmond.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Why would he have a taser though?
Huh?
He has other things.
No way! You think the gun is Desmond's?
Yeah.
Hang on. You got it all mixed up.
Jean, do you know anything about this? As Desmond's roommate, perhaps you spotted something inside his dorm.
Alas,
You could
we stayed
MacGyver a
in my
taser with
abode.
car batteries.
I couldn't
Oh,
tell
and
you
hi.
if you had weapons.
Tatsu, no! Don't give people
Talk about
ideas.
suspicious.
Hi, how you doing?
Did Desmond agree to bunk in Jean's dorm so Jean wouldn't see the weapons in his?
Listen, I get where you guys are coming from, but that taser gun, it's not mine. I've never seen anything like it.
No, that's a lie.
A lie?
It's
It's a time to think innocence won't fool me. Not when I know the truth. Oh shit, was it his talent? Or his blackmail? It was his
Marksman is
black
obvious,
man.
like I said.
I got it.
Yep.
The blackmail tools you gave us. That's my evidence.
You didn't get mine, did you?
No.
I was in jail
But
for a
the person
minute,
who
but yeah,
did
doing good. Discord
informed me of
DM
what it
used
said.
something for later. With his weapons at hand, Desmond guards the only one he trusts. I'm just making sure if I have to. Okay. Let me. Oh shoot, that's not what I want. Mark on red. Alright. I'll get to those sometime tomorrow then.
The writing style seems to match. I think it's
I also
legit.
have a note from Fern I'll have to look at later.
More than a little suspicious.
Because I was telling them about Discord's little reply to what I commented.
Killing game?
Thanks. No problem. Sorry about missing the line.
Don't judge me. This is the first time I'm hearing of it too.
You didn't know there were weapons in your room?
Yep, no idea.
Our rooms aren't particularly subtle in their theming. Are we supposed to believe yours is
That's
any
to keep
different?
playing off because I've been meaning to move my booth
It
from
is themed.
where
I'm
it
not
is
denying
to
that.
another wall so I don't
But
keep
I sure
paying
as
into it
hell
every
didn't
time I get
catch
in my
sight of
room,
any
but I have not
weapons.
gotten around to do that yet.
If I did, do
Let
you
it
seriously think
ride.
I'd leave them unguarded and risk being found out?
I think he has a point there though.
Yeah. Desmond cares too much about everyone.
No, that one's on me. I highlighted
He
wrong the
pointed
first time
out
and
the
thought I
broken
fixed it in
doorknobs
time. It
and
could
gave
also
us the
be,
idea
when
to
did you
bunk
fix
together.
it, if you don't mind me asking? Did
Why
you...
would he hide weapons in his room?
I can check something, but when
Someone
did you
must have
fix
gotten the
it?
idea to
Do you
rifle through
remember?
my dorm because of my talents, and found the taser gun hidden inside. There's no other way to explain it.
So while Desmond gets a bunch of guns, all I
Like,
got
right
is an
after you
old
told me.
King Kong
Oh,
and a
okay.
jet
I
controller.
found our issue then. Let me pause that for a second. It's because I downloaded the script early on, so I did not have the updates. So that is also on me. So fight me. It's a lot easier for me to just pull up the thing and just highlight what I need to and stuff. So that's on me too. Alright, real quick. I am actually going to get a drink, so I will be right back. Okay, all good. Alright, I'll be right back. There we go. Thank you. Sorry.
Take the bad with the good, dearest pupil. No one fears game consoles.
Can someone just kick his ass for me, please?
Well, no one besides parents and the religiously inclined.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's fair. That's fair.
Enough talking about consoles. Why are you guys believing Desmond so easily? If the
Are we
taser
doing the
gun
same
belongs
situation?
to him, then he's the killer. Any argument he makes against it
How does this sound?
is just a flimsy excuse.
How does this sound from when we were telling about how you were protecting the room earlier? This is no different, Grace.
Desmond is the killer. The taser gun came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed.
Let me see
I was
what
barely in my
Grace's
dorm to
testimony
begin
is. Taser gun.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
But
If this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
I was with Desmond.
I call it reverse psychology. You sprinkle in a little helpfulness, and suddenly everyone trusts you.
When the murder happened,
Desmond is the killer. The taser gun came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons
Have fun
hoard.
with your lurk. Everyone shut the fuck up and listen to Eloise.
If this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
I was with Desmond.
I call it reverse psychology. You sprinkle in a little helpfulness, and suddenly everyone trusts you.
When the murder happened.
What is Grace's again? I know I just. Help me.
Desmond is the killer. The taser gun came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
But
If this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
I was with Desmond.
I call it reverse psychology. You sprinkle in a little helpfulness, and suddenly everyone trusts you.
When the murder happened.
Desmond is the killer.
Where's the blackout? Oh, toy! Same goes for Eloise, who spent her morning in the courtyard with Desmond. I'm dumb. I'm very much dumb.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with. Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
If this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw.
I ran out of time. I know which one it is now. I'm just dumb.
Desmond!
The taser gun came from his room. I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with. Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
was with Desmond.
There it is.
I got it.
I'm just dumb.
Regardless of whether or not Desmond knew about the gun, he definitely wasn't involved in the murder.
He has an alibi.
Eloise can back me up on this.
Right. Desmond and I, we were together in the courtyard at the time of Wolfgang's death.
I see. Then both of you can be ruled out as suspects.
Yep.
Don't just take her word for it. She could be covering for Desmond.
Jeez, if you have a bone to pick with these guys, at least save it for when we're not solving a murder.
Yeah.
Please.
Why don't you want to believe Eloise?
Ever since the investigation, these two yuppies have been on my case non-stop. They're obviously working together.
Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from. When Eloise tried to single her out earlier, Desmond was pretty quick to jump in and agree.
Even so... since the topic has been brought up, I would like to mention something.
Oh no.
During my trip to the pharmacy, I believe I saw Desmond and Eloise in the courtyard together.
You also said you were back in the hallways around 8-10 a.m., didn't you?
Yeah, but the pharmacy is still building
those two
away.
were wandering around unsupervised. Either one of them could have left the courtyard.
If Desmond was the killer, what would Eloise gain from defending him?
Also, wouldn't it take them time to
Should
do
the
that
wrong
before the
vote be
blackout?
cast, nothing about the rules suggests an accomplice of the killer would be exempt from execution.
That's right. And even if she was exempt, Eloise is too nice to be an accomplice to murder.
Thank you, Diana. You're amazing.
Grace, I realize Desmond's irked you, but that's no reason to keep steering everyone down a dead end. Let's move on.
A person who's always steering others down a dead end, huh?
Oh no, what are you thinking?
I guess they needed a GPS.
Oh my lord, you are... I love you, Cassidy, but
Anyway,
why?
we should totally thank Desmond for clearing things up now. Not only do we know he's not the killer, now we know how the killer got their hands on the taser.
Now we know how... What?
Okay, yeah.
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent, and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Yup, that is word for word what Desmond said.
Right. Good memory.
All in a day's work, baby!
Yeah, sounds about right with her.
Can you repeat that quote, Cassidy?
Again. But I just said it.
Yeah, but I want you to say it again.
Alright. Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Oh, wow, now it's more energy.
Is there something on your mind?
If Desmond's testimony is anything to go by, then... wouldn't this mean the culprit has to be male?
What?
If I remember correctly, all the guys were aware of each other's
They
pairings.
were, but
With
then
that sort
two
of knowledge,
switched to
a male
female,
student
though.
could try and infiltrate another male student's dorm.
None of us knew which room we'd be bunking in.
It only takes a quick peek to check if someone's inside or not. Anyone could have done that.
Yep.
And who's to say the thief didn't barge in before we started bunking?
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that one.
Or while people were having breakfast.
Yeah, none of the doors locked, so it doesn't really matter. They could have barged in at
Seems
any
there was
point.
a mountain of opportunities for our culprit to sneak in unnoticed. Doesn't exactly help us narrow things down, does it?
Well, guess this taser gun was a bust.
Look on the bright side. If it's been fired, then it's probably what electrocuted Wolfie.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If trying to suss out who stole it isn't feasible, why don't we talk about Wolfie's other injuries instead? You know, the ones that weren't burn marks? Those seem like they could lead us somewhere.
Yeah. Besides the burns on his hands, Wolfgang also had a bruise and a tiny red dot on the back of his neck.
A bruise and a tiny dot, huh? Want to try tackling them in alphabetical order?
Alphabetical order? Now, aren't you full of smart ideas?
No need to thank me. It's only common sense.
Okay, let's discuss the bruise first.
Yeah. I wonder if that's where the knife came into play. Could they use the back of the, like the handle of the knife against it to knock him out or something? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I forgot there was also the rolling pin.
Safe to say, the killer didn't use a flamethrower.
Oh my lord, you idiot! I love you, Cassie, but I want to kick your ass.
Someone might have attacked him and aimed for his neck.
If you can even reach that high.
Either way, something must have hit him.
What if Wolfie fell over?
I think I know where this one goes at least. It's either this one or the...
Hey guys!
No, thank you.
Cassie, don't do that to Ulysses.
Someone might have attacked him and aimed for his neck.
Can even reach that high.
Either way, something must...
There it is. It was a steel pin.
Kai is right. Something did hit Wolfgang.
Really? Man. And I was only blurting out the first thing which came to mind. Anyway, from how you're wording things, do you know what that something is?
A rolling pin.
Eh?
Well, to be fair, it's hidden in one of the storage himself. That makes sense.
How on earth did you reach that conclusion?
Ava and I found this pin inside storage closet A, which is just a few feet from the crime scene. Coincidentally, the pin also has a dent.
You sure that's enough to say it's involved? Could just be a flimsy pin.
Not for a sheet of metal, I think.
There's something else which solidifies this pin's role in the murder.
The bruise. Oh, yeah, the bruise on his neck.
Handprints. 2 of them on the edge of the pin.
Oh, never mind. I'm not help.
So the killer used a rolling pin to attack Wolfgang?
It certainly explains the bruising on his neck.
They must have wanted him to be unconscious so he wouldn't fight back.
Exactly. It would be easier to drag him into the water if he's not awake.
You reckon the killer purposely put Wolfie in the water?
Oh, yeah.
Damn! With one electrified blow, Wolfgang is zapped to bits with the taser!
Oh, that's why they probably use a taser with the water. Okay, yeah.
Considering the logical ethos of the killer's rectitude, especially when governed under constricting pressure, leaving him catatonic would be the most facile solution.
I guess it makes sense.
After shooting Wolfgang with the taser, what was the killer's next move? If I figure that out, I'll be one step closer to solving this case.
So let me get this straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin. And then chuck the pin into closet A?
When exactly did they discard the pin?
They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs. Because the two of us went inside closet A.
Why were you inside the closet?
Would it be
To
footsteps?
find
Do
the
we heard them?
backup generator, remember? Jed and I checked closet B. Damon and Kai checked closet C. Eva and Grace checked closet A. And Jean and Mark checked closet D.
The killer just discarded the pin before we came downstairs.
There it is. Oh, come on. Oh, no, that wasn't
Leave
it.
me out of it.
Maybe in the
So let me
first
get this
place.
straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a...
And then chuck the pin into closet A. What exactly did they discard the pin? They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs.
No, that wasn't it.
Sorry.
I think it's something with the footsteps,
I
though.
don't really understand.
So let me
get this straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin. And then chuck the pin into closet A. What exactly did they discard the pin? They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs.
Because the two of us went inside closet A.
Why? To find the backup generator, remember? And then I checked closet B. Damon and Kai checked closet C. Eva and Grace checked closet A. And Jean and Mark checked closet D.
The killer just
discarded the pin before we came
downstairs.
Yeah, I think Mark's right. Because the killer could run upstairs and go back to their room immediately after discarding the pin.
So let me get the...
The killer knocked out Wolfgang
Okay,
with a
so
rolling
would be footsteps on that one. I
pin.
just
And then
missed
chuck the pin
it.
into closet A. What exactly did they discard the pin?
Right?
They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs. Because the two of us went inside closet A.
Why were you inside the closet?
To find the backup generator, remember? And then I checked closet B. Damon and Kai checked closet C. Eva and Grace checked closet A. And Jean and Mark checked closet D. The killer just discarded the pin before we came downstairs. Yeah, I think Mark's right.
Because the killer could run upstairs and go back to their room immediately.
There it is. I knew it.
Diana, there's proof the killer fled the underground hallway at a later time. When the tournament attendees were looking for a backup generator, Kai and I heard someone run past our room.
Huh?
Oh man, that's right. We were just exploring the closet when all of a sudden we heard footsteps in the hallway. That's when Damon decided he was gonna follow where the footsteps came from and entered the boiler room.
Did anyone else hear these footsteps?
Nope. Not ringing any bells.
Yeah, Jen and me didn't really hear it over all our talking.
I heard the footsteps.
We did too.
Huh? You did?
Well, I initially thought it was my imagination, so I never said anything.
Ashamed to say I also brushed off the footsteps. Thought I was hearing things. However, since other people can attest to hearing them...
Then someone else was on the underground floor with us.
Before anyone tries to bring it up, none of the tournament attendees could have been the person running. Since everyone explored the closets in pairs, they all have solid alibis.
I'm sure we can all vouch for that, aye?
Everyone was still in their closets after Damon and I found Wolfgang, so...
Considering the footsteps were moving away from the crime scene, I think it's safe to say they belong to the killer.
Be really sure.
Wouldn't that mean the killer fled while you guys were exploring the rooms?
Hold up! So the killer had been right next to us?
Joy, that's a given.
Huh? How are you so calm after hearing that? The only thing which stood between us and a murderer was a door. What if they attacked us?
Well, they didn't, so I don't see what the problem is.
Sheesh, you're weird.
Why not run away earlier, though? Fleeing while everyone is searching seems really risky.
Yeah, but they ran away earlier to cover in.
Maybe it was a miscalculation?
It's not impossible, I guess.
If not that, then maybe the killer returned to the boiler room after discarding the pin?
Sounds pretty meat-headed if you ask me.
Yes, you'd think a killer would use that moment to run away.
For the two who heard the footsteps, describe the sound.
It was kinda... socky.
Socky?
As in, it sounded pretty soft. Like the person had taken off their shoes.
Saki, huh?
Yeah, because that's a great descriptor.
Seems this killer was purposefully trying to keep quiet.
Because their footsteps were soft?
That seems like a leap in logic.
No, I get what she's saying. Everyone here has socks on, I'm pretty sure. So any one of us could have run down the hallway. The thing with shoes is, not everyone here has the same kind. If the killer had worn theirs, we might have been able to figure out their footwear from the sound it made on the floor.
Yeah, that's true.
Then we just have to single out the person with that footwear. Man, it would have been so easy to find the killer.
We already can find the killer, though.
L words moment. Is this a good time to tell you I've never seen anything from Legally Blonde? I haven't seen anything, but I haven't really watched Legally Blonde. I know like a few songs from the musical, and that's about it.
Picture
Mainly,
a
oh
map
my
of the
god,
building
oh my
complex
god,
in your
you
head.
guys.
The building with the dorms is
You
on
what?
the left. The courtyard is in the middle.
I'm sorry, I never cared for it movie night now. You'll have to wait till like the weekend or something. I don't even know where I can watch it right now.
Everyone's locations during Wolfgang's murder. Once you do that, the identity of the killer will definitely become clear.
Is the killer
Well, we had at some point, but I'll find it. Oh no, and we will watch it. I think I'm getting dragged into something, guys. Help me.
No, it's not about position.
Eh?
Wolfgang's killer can easily lie about their location during the murder. The only thing distinguishing their testimony from everyone else's is that theirs can't be
I'll have to
corroborated.
be later because I got dragged into the, or I didn't get dragged into. I said I could come because I can actually watch it. In which case, our killer. Yes, that's right. The only one here who can possibly be the killer is you. I was going to say I have to do a, oh. Could have an alibi. It doesn't let me check. I didn't double check. The only one we haven't talked about is Diana, so that's my guess.
It has to be.
Okay,
you.
good. I was going to say I have to watch the Kimi Pre movie this
you,
weekend
isn't
too. One of my friends is doing the Idol Pre-Care movie watch with the group now that the Blu-ray's out, and I'm like, I can actually watch it with you guys because I don't have
She's
to work.
the only one here without an alibi. Those of us who attended the tournament can obviously be ruled out. And as for those who didn't, Desmond and Eloise were in the courtyard. Toshiko and Ingrid were in the same dorm room.
What about Winona? She never mentioned an
Yeah, that's what I was
alibi.
wondering about Winona. I forgot about that. Oh.
Give me a break.
Winona and I were in the building with the tree all
Ah,
morning.
okay, never mind.
In fact, yes, Desmond and Eloise should have witnessed us walking over there, as those two were in the courtyard at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
In that case, Diana really is the only one without an alibi.
But my question is, the one without an alibi
Guys.
actually the killer, or is there like a trick here? This is
If
a
she's the
thing
person
again.
who fled the boiler room,
If it's based on
those
Danganronpa,
footsteps we
then
heard
there's
make
gotta
a
be a
lot more
trick.
sense. Heels make a pretty loud clop sound on hard floors, and the underground hallway's floor is pretty hard. Diana would obviously want to take them off. Also, heels aren't comfy to run in.
Whoa! I didn't even think of it like that. You're totally right, though. Since Diana's the only one here with heels, she would have to take them off.
Guys, what are you talking about? Me? A killer? Do you really think I could be a killer?
The fact you weren't at the tournament is incriminating enough.
Not just that. Everyone but you has an alibi.
But I do have an alibi. Right, Ava?
Huh?
You woke up with me this morning, and you never saw me leave my dorm.
During the brief amount of time we were together, I never saw you leave. What you did after I left for the game tournament, however, is anyone's guess.
Ava wanted to help me and Cash set up the tournament, so we told her to swing by early.
For that reason, I left Diana's dorm at 8:05 a.m. I know the exact time since her room has a clock. I probably entered the dining hall around 8:10 a.m.-ish.
So much for an alibi then.
Diana,
I think there's a...
don't tell me.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's Diana at all, though.
It's all falling into place.
Just something feels wrong.
Are we sure there hasn't been some sort of misunderstanding?
It's not possible. Diana can't be the killer. No! I refuse to believe it!
Oh, she go. Looks like some people here aren't willing to face the facts. That's not a problem. I'll make them face the facts. I still don't think it's her, though, whether they like it or not. Soon enough, nobody will be able to deny Diana killed Wolfgang.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife, too.
Diana's blood? Are you saying she wounded herself?
Wounded herself? What makes you think that?
I don't know! Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Did we not already agree the killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Well, maybe they had both. The rolling pin in one hand, and the knife in the other.
Dual-wielding weapons?
Oh, no.
This killer's next level.
Cassidy, shush! I love you dearly, but shush. That person's point is clearly impossible. You should realize how much if I point out that point.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail?
Oh. That's not it.
You're lying!
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail?
No.
I can't imagine anyone. If it was.
Could she be the one with the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife, too. Diana's correct. Are you saying she wounded herself? Wounded herself?
Weapon! There were only two, so the
If
it was Diana could she be the one with the blood trail? Because if so, that must be her blood on the knife too. Wounded herself? Did we not already agree?
The
Killer was wielding a rolling pin?
well, maybe the rolling pin in one hand, the knife in
Dual wielding weapons? Holy, this killer's next.
I actually do not know what it is.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife, too.
Diana's.
I was going to say rolling pin doesn't have any blood on it though, even if it's injured.
There were only so the blood.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood?
That's not it?
I can't imagine. If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife, too.
Diana's. Are you saying she wounded her?
I know it's not the contradiction or the consent.
Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Oh.
Not all.
The killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Would it be that?
If it
was Diana inside that boiler room,
Will I even have enough time though? Was the question at this point.
that might be her blood on the knife too. Wounded herself?
No. Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
No, that wasn't it.
I don't have it wrong.
Yeah, but there was no blood on the rolling pin!
Two people, and so the blood was left by the other person. The blood was left.
If it was Diana inside
that boiler room, could she be the one with the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too. Wounded herself?
Not already.
The killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Well, maybe they had both. The rolling pin and
one hand.
Oh, okay, that was it.
No, the killer was only wielding the rolling pin during their confrontation with Wolfgang. You can tell just from looking at the pin. There are two handprints wrapped around the edge, as if the killer had been holding the pin like a tennis racket. Which makes sense, because you can swing with more force if you use both hands. And that's what a killer wants when trying to knock out a grown man.
Then, who held the knife?
It wasn't the killer, so it was most likely the only other person in the
Wait,
boiler
would
room.
Wolfgang have the knife then?
Akire.
What the hell are you talking about? Wolfgang carrying a dangerous weapon? Bullshit!
If you were in his situation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's right there.
Wolfgang received an anonymous message asking him to meet in a basement, all whilst in the middle of a killing game. At that point, it doesn't matter how much of an optimist he is. You know better than to come unarmed.
A knife isn't super hard to find, either. Wolfgang probably just stole one from the kitchen.
Besides, if Diana's the one who got stabbed, it would explain the blood trail.
Yep.
Think about it. She arms herself with the rolling pin and attacks Wolfgang, getting hurt by him in the process. For some reason, possibly because of the blackout, she doesn't clean the blood trail she's leaving, and returns to her dorm room after.
No! That's wrong!
Huh?
I wasn't stabbed. If I was stabbed, then I'd have an injury. But there's nothing, right? There's nothing on me.
Depends. If a vein got nipped, you'd be seeing blood no matter the size of the cut. Of course, that also means a small cut will need bandaging, which I'm not seeing on you.
You may not see any injuries on Diana, but that doesn't mean they aren't there. If she wanted, she could simply hide her injuries from view. After all, someone like her has exactly what it takes.
It's about her talent.
I got it.
Her talent. As the ultimate cosmetologist, Diana could easily cover her wounds.
It makes sense. With the right equipment, she could probably disguise even a bandaged wound.
But does she have the right?
As Diana's
well, I guess
bunking
her
partner,
talent.
I've seen firsthand how many different cosmetics are inside her room. So unfortunately, I have to agree.
Well, Diana, did I get anything wrong?
No. No. But
Wait. Diana, did you just say no? As in, no, you're not wrong that I covered up my wounds? Oh, crap. You guys know what this means, right, guys? Diana basically just confessed!
A confession? Are you for real?
It makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Hello, how you all doing? Hi, Thomas. And you?
Wolfgang.
I still feel something weird about
Which
this being
means
Diana, though.
All that stuff about Wolfgang going to the boiler room. All that stuff really did happen.
I see. I see now what you were saying.
Good, that's good.
Diana. She lured Wolfgang to the boiler room by writing him that note. And when he arrived, she attacked him and killed him. And now, she's been lying this entire trial, hoping we would never suspect her. Yeah! How cruel!
Diana, It wasn't me. I promise. It wasn't me.
To think she could preach about friendship after committing a violent crime.
And then try and sentence the rest of us to punishment.
Golly, you're right. If we voted for the wrong person, we would have been executed.
Ah! That's so... Fuck! Seriously, Diana? What the hell is your damage?
Can we at least hear Diana's side of the story?
Hers?
Well, Diana has, I just think it's fair we listen.
Please listen,
What
Eloise,
does it matter what
guys.
she says? Look at the evidence. This case, it's closed. We know who the killer is. If you know...
Oh, I didn't mean to skip. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. We have to vote for the killer. Diana, I've proven beyond a reasonable doubt that she's the killer. I've proven it beyond a reasonable doubt, so...
No.
Why is it that when I hear her cry, I get a strange nagging feeling in my chest? Why does a tiny part of me want to believe the things she's saying? Why, all of a sudden, do I doubt myself? I guess we'll figure out if we're right or wrong about feeling this.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
Oh, okay, that's how you do it.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
But I
wanted to believe so badly that you were innocent. Why didn't I see you for who you were?
Can I ask
If
you
this
stream
goes on
Nintendo
any
games and
longer,
games with viewers?
I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then?
1 second, let me
Let's
read
get
through
this
this.
over with and vote.
Diana telling the truth. How is that possible when I already know the truth? Can't be possible, not unless...
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room.
Okay, real quick to answer your question, I do stream Nintendo games. I don't think we have any on docket for a bit because I'm trying to catch up on some other things, and then we have to go back to both the Pokemon DLCs. For games with viewers, not often. I haven't really found a good way, and plus, the only game I usually have played with viewers has been Splatoon 3. I don't know, I still have to figure out the games with viewers things. I haven't really done that much yet, I'll be honest. Fair. Alright. This does not help me. What's the last one?
Once he got there,
Suspicious
she
note.
killed him immediately.
That might be harder.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
But I
wanted to believe so badly.
If this goes on any longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then? Over with and vote.
I really don't know this.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Oh!
No, that's wrong!
Wait, what? Did I just get that randomly? That was actually a total guess. I did. What?
Hold on. Grace, you're overlooking a crucial detail.
Well, I was not planning that. I will be honest. I was about to be like, oh, time to go try a billion things and see what sticks.
It asked him to meet in the boiler room at 8:15 a.m. But
Accidental
according to the
big
Tozy
brain.
tablet,
I wouldn't call it
he died
that. I
over an
just
hour
call
later
it,
at 9:35
don't know how.
p.m. That means Wolfgang didn't die right after he got to the boiler room.
Oh.
What's your point?
My point is that the killer had no reason to lure Wolfgang to the boiler room and then wait over an hour to kill him. There's no guarantee another person won't enter the room during that time. It's in the killer's best interest to be in and out of there as fast as possible. When we originally discussed the note, we lacked the context to properly understand this time discrepancy. But if we go with your idea that Diana killed Wolfgang immediately, then that discrepancy becomes all too clear.
How do you know Wolfgang didn't just arrive late?
He was already on his way when I ran into him at 8:10 a.m. He must have arrived on time.
Yep, and Wolfgang's not one to really arrive late, I think.
Same goes for the killer. I doubt Wolfgang would stay in the boiler room for long if no one came to meet him. For that reason, we can assume Wolfgang was knocked unconscious soon after he arrived. But there's such a long period of time between him being knocked out and him being killed. Unless you want to tell me he and Diana were in an hour-long struggle, then I'm sure there's more to the mystery here.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, that sounds about right with her.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Is there no, like, midway point? 'Cause I thought that would be midway point.
All of Diana's blubbering and crying is just a farce to make us think she's innocent.
Well, they let her middle finger. They did, but it's a fan game, so I'm not surprised.
Farce like that.
I saw that too, and I was surprised.
My only concern is the evidence not adding up.
If you're still not convinced Diana is the killer, then let me show you something you overlooked. I call it undeniable fucking proof!
Another rebuttal showdown? Where we have 2-1.
I don't give a damn what Diana says. Not only is she the one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died. How can the killer be anyone but her?
If Diana lured Wolfgang downstairs, why would she take over an hour to kill him? It doesn't make sense. Not when there's a risk of someone else entering the boiler room.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door. Boom. Look at that. No, how are they gonna enter? What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door. Boom. Look at that. No intruders. Now take your argument and shove it up your ass.
Okay, what's that one? I'm just dumb.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door.
Nope. One of the locks is not working. It's the one on the inside. It's only the outside.
The boiler room door can't be relied upon here. If Diana locked it, she would be trapping herself inside the boiler room.
What?
The doorknob has been flipped so that the keyhole faces inside, while the lock faces outside.
Yep.
Had you investigated the crime scene more closely, you might have realized this detail sooner.
So who do you think the killer is? I have to decline this one because I did accidentally spoil myself because
inside the room.
When this chapter came out, some people could not keep secrets.
If Diana was the killer,
no one that I know personally. Let me rephrase that. It's just random. Go on TikTok and I kind of found out that way.
Sounds like
yeah.
something only a trace
Which sucks.
person
Like I
could do.
understand, but I'm also like, people, can you please give us a
Meh.
grace period?
You really think so?
I didn't know who the first one dead was at least.
Swapping a doorknob is easy. Well, last time I did anything like it was a while ago, but everyone here knows knobs are screwable, right? If you get a screwdriver and know what you're doing, you can rotate the doorknob quick smart.
If you can swap a doorknob, then I guess anyone can.
Right on.
They was
Wait,
robbed,
Are
to
you
be
saying
honest.
that like it's a bad thing, or?
You already know who the killer is then? I'm not sure if
That why
you've
Diana
played the
remained
game
in
or
the
not.
boiler room after Wolfgang died? She had been locked inside?
Damn, Mark Savage.
What do you make of the footsteps then?
Yep, okay.
If they were Diana's,
I'm kind of
it would imply she
sad, but
escaped
that
the boiler
also
room.
gives
How do
a
you
lot of
suppose she did
possibilities
that?
for future chapters, if you get what I mean. I know Thomas will get what I mean, but I can't say anything right now. Diana's way of escaping the boiler room, huh? From the evidence in the boiler room, I'm fairly confident I can deduce the method.
This is it. Near the boiler room door, I discovered a thin piece of metal. At first glance, it didn't look important, but if you were to fold it in half, theoretically, it would look like a hairpin.
Ah, she used the classic maneuver.
Does that even really work in real life? Because I know that there's...
It can be done. It just takes a bit of practice.
Well, still.
Diana probably had this hairpin inside her makeup bag, so she used it to fiddle with the lock.
John is
until
my
it eventually
fave.
came undone.
I think my...
Judging
I
by
really
the
did like
timing of her
Wolfgang
footsteps,
for this one. He's
had
cool
been
enough.
leading to the blackout.
I'm not sure if I have it. Oh no,
Mission
Eloise.
with
Sorry,
a
I'm an
lock
idiot.
and
Eloise
big
is my fave.
blackness.
I said that multiple times.
Now that would be
Oh my gosh, my brain's
impossible
not
for me.
working.
Right.
Eloise is
Even
my
if
fave.
Diana did access light, like through the Tozu trinket, undoing the lock would still be difficult. Way too difficult of a situation to deliberately put herself in.
In which case, that can mean only one thing. Ingrid seems pretty chill. She does.
Someone blocked the...
What do you suppose was...
Nothing inside the closet.
Not all of them.
Then Diana would...
True.
Am I the only one?
Oh, fuck you.
I got it.
Of course it was that one. It was just some...
Someone
I'm
else
dumb.
must have locked the door.
Oh, did they trap Diana in there? What? To try and get her to be, like, thought
If
the
we go
killer?
off our current train of thought, the doorknob was rearranged so you could only lock it from the outside. It doesn't make sense for Diana to rearrange the lock, enter the room, and deliberately trap herself inside, which means someone else must have locked the door. I know this doesn't necessarily clear Diana's suspicion, but it's strange enough to warrant
Well, I'm
further
off to bed now. Good
investigation.
night. Go get sleeps, please.
I'd rather resolve this threat before we move on to voting.
Agreed. We could easily miss something important if we turn our noses away.
So, why did this mystery person close the door in the first place?
What if they saw the scuffle between Wolfie and Diana and closed the door to protect themselves?
Instead of seeking help? Or trying to stop the scuffle?
You say that like closing the door isn't exactly what you would do.
What kind of asshole do you take me for?
Any chance they locked it to prevent Diana from escaping?
And somehow unscrewed the doorknob without drawing attention to themselves?
Didn't you hear him? He's talking about the door being locked, not the doorknob being unscrewed.
Unless two entirely different people just so happen to interfere with the boiler room at two entirely separate intervals. The one who locked the door is most likely the one who flipped it, yes?
Probably.
Yes.
Then you should be wondering the same thing. How did they unscrew the doorknob without catching anyone's attention?
Yeah, doesn't sound possible.
Not in the moment, it isn't. But what if the doorknob had been swapped beforehand? Say this person knew Wolfgang and Diana were coming to the boiler room. They could have swapped the knob in advance, waited for Diana and Wolfgang to enter, and then closed and locked the door.
So the flipping of the doorknob was premeditated?
With what we currently know, I'd wager it's our safest assumption. At least until we hear Diana's side of the story.
Diana, since you were the last person with Wolfgang, Your testimony could be our most valuable piece of evidence yet. You need to tell me what happened. If not for me, or for you, then at the very least, do it for Wolfgang's sake.
I'm sorry. I'm really I wanted to help. I wanted to make everything okay. But all I could do was be useless. All I could do was watch him die.
What? So she's not the killer, but she watched him die?
It's all my fault. All my fault. For doing the wrong thing.
So is this a confession, or...
No!
Huh?
I didn't kill Wolfgang. And I don't know who did, but I still failed him as a friend. I failed him then. And I failed him here. But if I told the truth, things would be worse than they already are. But now that I've said nothing...
Anna watched Wolfgang die.
It's okay, sweetheart. Come on now, take deep breaths.
Yeah, we'll believe you no matter what you say.
It's looking like Diana might actually be innocent. It's looking like that, but the nagging feeling in my chest still hasn't gone away. Damn it. What am I doing? Because of one girl, I've been dying myself and jumping from one argument to another. If I can't piece together my own thoughts, how can I possibly piece together this case? I need to get a grip on myself. I need to keep beside myself and the goal of this killer. Whatever is thrown at me next, I need to persevere. Because if I don't, if everyone here votes wrong, I won't leave this place alive.
Has all this murder hubbub left your head in a tizzy? Perhaps you need a short break. Something to lighten the mood.
Finally
and
we
let
reached
you
halfway
collect
point.
yourself.
That's a little bit longer
Something
than I
like
expected.
A nice cup of tea.
What?
Welcome, one and all, to the first episode of Tozu's Tea Time. If you haven't already, please sit back and relax. Here, we do not use our brains, but deal only in gossip. Now, a question from me to you. What are sheep good at, if anything? Most humans, and some sheep, tend to respond with a resounding, absolutely nothing. Sheep cannot create art or invent medicine. For goodness sake, they can't even perform music. Their limited speech and quadrupedal locomotion prevents them from reaching the heights of humans. They're practically glued to the lower echelons of the food chain. No matter how hard sheep may try, they will never be anything more than their number tags. I can't say I like that answer. Too pessimistic for me. Plus, what of the sheep who still try? The sheep who realize their fate but continue to challenge it all the same. That they can be so determined to prove their worth when humans have all but deemed them microwavable meals. Isn't that something admirable?
No.
What a shame our sheep had to be so misguided. It seems that's about all the time we have. Thank you again for attending Tozu's Tea Time.
Good, now never invite me again. What the
No
fuck
need
is he
for
even on
extravagant
about? I don't know.
farewells. I've an inkling you'll be back for tea sooner than you can say Jack Robinson.
I don't want to
Jack
come the
Robinson?
fuck back.
I have no idea. Ta-ta.
What is happening?
Diana, now's your chance to defend yourself.
Is there really not a spot to
Tell
save?
me what happened.
I'm wondering if I can actually be good and can restart there. Ugh. I don't want to attempt it. I don't know why they don't have a good spot, like midway spot like we usually do for Danganronpa. I think that's my only comment. Let me...
Where do I even start, though?
I guess we'll do this. Let's see if that worked. I hope so. Okay.
How about you begin by explaining why you went to the boiler room?
Okay, so I guess that's where we're going to end it for now, because I'm definitely over time. It would have been nice if they actually had a midway spot like we usually do for Danganronpa, honestly. Which also means the next one might not be that long. I guess we'll find out. Alright. Let's see who we can bother, shall we? 04. That's a thing. Anyway. Yeah, I just looked up. There's no actual midpoint. It seems that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm hoping they change that for the future trials. I love Eden's Garden, but that's my only comment. There should be a midway point to save and reset, like, or to, you know, do your stuff. Or, dang, I'm sorry. I have a 7 o'clock job, so I kind of can't really do everything in one night. So I will have to continue tomorrow. At least it's tomorrow and not like a... Wait, what? Ame made an appearance. I gotta go watch that. Apparently, Ame made a surprise appearance with her, what's it called? Not graduated. What's her status? She has specific status in Hololive. Let me check. Talent. She has a weird thing compared to everyone else. Is it office staff then? No. English. Affiliate. With her affiliate status. I'll have to watch that later. I was on to see who we can follow, so... Ooh, my detective made another appearance. Yes! Okay, good. You are Hololive You Game Fan. Let's watch that real quick, because I haven't seen it yet. But I guess she made an appearance in the, charity stream today. Let me get the right thing on. Well, let's chat real quick and then I'll call it for the night. I promise. Why am I not surprised by 2 Oshis is doing this and then they're Bibu? There's a surprise? We already know what it is, huh? Oh. I knew I forgot something. Thank you. I forgot I muted it. I guess we'll just start from here.
The surprise? There's a surprise.
You should be able to hear it now.
This is a surprise? I was not told.
There's
What's
a
happening?
surprise.
Wait, this is a surprise?
We'll sing one more song and then we'll show the surprise.
Ooh!
All right, ready? Mana-chan, run it.
Huh?
Oh? Wait, run what? What are we running?
Dozo.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
this is Amelia Watson from Hololive English Myth. I'm calling in from the year 2021. Oh, it seems like you guys are all working so hard and doing a charity stream too. Bubba, you hear that?
I'm so happy to hear that you guys are doing a fundraiser for Best Friends Animal Society. I've actually volunteered at a rescue that receives grants from them, so I know it goes to good use. Let's help these cute and amazing creatures find their forever home. I could cry. I'm so glad everyone in Halloween is working hard to make the stream a success. Hi, Kiara. Hi, Ina. Hi, Callie. Whoa, so many new faces. Don't worry, I won't spoil any surprises. Ganbatte, Halloween! Thank you, everyone, for donating. I'll try my best, too. Bubba says to keep it up. All right. See you, everybody. Stay strong.
Matane Detective!
Hey!
Oh my god! That was Amelia Watson. Ame is amazing. She did amazing. She did a charity stream for Best Friends Animal Society back in 2021.
I did not know that. I think that was right before I got into Hollow
Let's
Live.
give the detective a ring. Godspeed out there, Ame.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Thank you, Ame. We love
I'm really happy she does get to help a little bit.
Keep doing your thing out there. We support you. Yeah.
Safe travel!
Emoine.
Safe time travel.
I feel
my
Emoy
God.
now. Maybe we should sing an Emoy song.
Oh my god, we should.
Emoy meaning emotional. It's getting hot in here. So
It's
what
getting
do you
hot.
think?
Kelly, no! Okay. It's nice she still gets to do a few things here and there with them, even though she's on her own new account. Oh. Okay, I can take that off my save list. Okay. As we were saying, I'm gonna mute this because I gotta go find someone to link for YouTube. Hi, Radio. How you doing? I hate to tell you, you came in at the end. We won't finish the trial till tomorrow because I gotta do things. Wait, is that never? Yo, what's up, Terry? Is that Neverness? Yeah, that is. When is this game fucking coming out? I want to play it. I need to catch up on every other gacha game, though. That's the problem. Is anyone? Why is there a game called Inventory Management? Okay, I think I hate you. Oh, it's all good. I at least got to say what's up before you left. Alright, I know, but still. Speaking of the Go Live for Love, if anyone is watching on YouTube, I will be linking Ina's stream. She is doing her part of the charity stream. So please go support that. And Twitch side, who are we going to raid? I promise we will finish this tomorrow, period. Waifu's also playing NT on here too. Most of the people that are on right now are people I don't know too well. Ugh. I think it might have to be Eve. Yeah, Eve's the only one I feel confident in raiding, and holy shit, she's been live for like 10 hours or 7 hours. So yeah, we are going to raid Eve. She is currently playing Stardew Valley. I think that's everything. I have a date with my bed, and I'll see you all later. Bye! Where's my butt?